Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 30 of Serendipity. This one is titled Ring Shopping. I would suggest doing something special, something you've never done before, Todoroki said in his velvety smooth voice. Deku hummed. That doesn't narrow down my options much, he mused with a small chuckle. Would a nice dinner be appropriate? Certainly, Todoroki replied. I can recommend a perfect one by the waterfront. Our family chef owns it. As expected of the Todoroki household, Deku mused to himself. You tell me the date and time you have planned, and I'll personally call the chef and organise a specially catered night for just you and Miss Yin, Todoroki offered gallantly. Oh, Todoroki, that's very kind of you. I don't want to be a burden, Deku said quickly. I insist, Midoriya. It's the least I can do, the handsome, dual-haired hero replied. Contact me when you have a date and I'll do the rest. Thank you so much, Midoriya said excitedly, standing up from his desk and bowing with the phone in hand. I'll call you as soon as I've confirmed a time with Yin. It's my pleasure, Midoriya, Todoroki replied. The greenette continued to bow incessantly as he thanked Todoroki over and over, eventually ending the call and quickly making his way to your office. Yin, he asked with a polite knock on your office door. Can I see you a moment? Anything for my Izu, you replied happily, putting your work down. What's up? Oh, I wanted to do something special for our anniversary, Midoriya replied with a happy smile. And I just spoke with Todoroki. What night would be best for us to go out? Whenever, you replied emphatically. You pick the day and time. Oh, okay, he replied excitedly, his emerald eyes sparkling. I'll ring Todoroki back and organise everything with him then. Sounds good, he said with a giant grin. I'm looking forward to it. Me too, he replied, a slight nervousness in his voice. After Deku left your office to call Todoroki, you sat back down at the desk and went over some of the rest of the day's appointments. There's a meeting at the City Central Fair, Izuku, at 4:30. I'm not particularly needed for it, but if I go with him, we could maybe do a little bit of shopping after his meeting, before we head home. That would be nice. You cleared the rest of your schedule from 4:30 onwards so that you could go with him, and rearranged plans for tomorrow to fit everything else in. All done? You asked Deku as he exited the building after his meeting. All done, he confirmed as he walked out. They're wanting to change the legislation for heroes again. Seriously? That's such a pain, you replied, the two of you chatting as you walked from the city central towards the large shopping centre nearby. Was there anything in particular you needed to get today? Deku asked as you both entered the large building. Just some things for dinner, I guess. I haven't window shopped in ages. I thought that we could have a little look around. Well, I'm just happy to be with you, Deku replied softly as he took your hand in his. You grinned up at him. Same. You stopped by the grocery store and bought some things, letting the older lady at the checkout have a hug from Deku as she was a big fan. You loved how he always had time to stop and chat to kids and encourage them in their dreams of becoming a hero, or give older ladies a hug, even helping to push trolleys or lift bags for people who were struggling. He was indeed a people's hero. You were walking hand in hand when you passed a jeweller's store, and the beautiful rings in the glass display cabinet caught your eye. Your attention was drawn to the sparkling diamonds, and Deku felt you pause slightly. Would you like to have a look inside, Yin? He asked bashfully. Oh, you replied, slightly embarrassed that you'd been caught eyeing the diamonds and gems. No, I'm okay, you mumbled, looking down at the ground. We could have a little look if you like, he prompted. If it's okay, you asked shyly. They just look nice, that's all. You both kind of awkwardly entered, not really knowing what to do, and just stood at the entrance, looking like you were about to run at any minute. Can I help? Oh my god, Deku, it's Deku, the sales clerk screeched when she saw you and Deku in the doorway of her shop. Okay, breathe, it's okay. Deku's in my shop, that's fine, nothing major, she monologued, breaking out into a hysterically nervous laugh at the end. Neither you nor Deku knew what to do, and he just kind of did this embarrassed smile at her. So what brings you to my shop? She asked, still slightly flustered at having the number one hero grace her store. Oh, he replied, realising he needed to have an answer. He tugged on his curly fringe with his free hand, trying to hide his embarrassment. Just wanted to see what you had, you chimed in, trying to sound casual. You want to see the rings? She asked with sparkling eyes. You both blushed heavily. Yeah. The two of you were both lost for words, mumbling out random lines over the top of one another, desperately looking in every direction except for where the sales assistant was. She could feel the awkwardness and took charge, ushering the two of you over to a cabinet that had some very beautiful rings in it. Opening the lid, she pointed out a few and explained the quality and cut, most of her excited chatter going over both your heads as you just stared at the exquisite pieces. You became aware of just how sweaty Deku's hand was in yours, and you hesitated to look at his face. His expression was unlike one that you'd ever seen before, and you wished immediately that you could be inside his head right now. Deku was well and truly enraptured in the future, daydreaming about you wearing the ring that he bought for you, walking the aisle, making love on the honeymoon, you falling pregnant, children. He was equal parts excited and scared out of his mind. I feel like the sales clerk at the jewelry store is like my spirit animal. I'd probably be the same way if my favourite hero just casually strolled into my shop. But anyway, let's send up a prayer for her while we wait for the next chapter, which will be coming tomorrow.